Hey everybody, Aaron Rift here from NoDQ.com. This is my WWE Hell in a Cell 2014 preview and predictions video. WWE Hell in a Cell is this coming Sunday, live on the WWE Network for just $9.99. You can also check out coverage at NoDQ.com. We will have live play-by-play results. In addition to that, I will also be tweeting from twitter.com/NoDQ, and that Twitter feed will also be available on NoDQ.com. And of course, NoDQ will have all the latest news and rumors regarding Hell in a Cell. Check that out. Regarding the Hell in a Cell card, we have 7 matches officially announced. We have a pre-show with a discussion panel. Paul Heyman will be part of that panel. And there will also be a special Miz TV segment where Damien Mizdow will interview The Miz. That is the pre-show. You have 7 matches for the main card. Perhaps they'll add 1 or 2 matches, but I'm thinking the 2 main events will be long matches, and those 2 matches will at least take up 1 hour of the pay-per-view, as they should. Matches of the magnitude that they are, being inside Hell in the Cell, those should be 20 to 30 minute matches, so we'll see how that goes. All right, let's take a look at the card here. First up, we have the WWE Tag Team titles on the line. Goldust and Stardust, the champions, versus the Usos. This is a rematch from Night of Champions. The Usos getting their tag team title rematch. Initially, I thought that Goldust and Stardust would win the tag team titles, but it would be a short reign and the Usos would win back the titles. I said this because you have other heel tag teams that are coming up soon. You have a tag team called the Ascension. They were in NXT, and I'm expecting them to be on the main roster soon. Because of that, it makes sense for the Usos to win back the tag team titles. Now, I could see this feud dragging out. I could see Goldust and Stardust somehow retaining, and the feud between these 2 teams continues for another month or 2, or maybe even to the end of the year. Who knows? This one is really hard to call. I think I'll go with my initial gut feeling that the Usos will win back the tag team titles, and then they will go on to feud with the Ascension, or there'll be another tag team. You have Ryback and Curtis Axel probably coming back soon. And I just think you have more heel tag teams to work with the Usos, and there's not a whole lot of babyface tag teams. So I'm going to go with the Usos to win back the tag team titles. But to me, this one is almost 50-50. It could really go either way. Next up, for the WWE Divas Championship, AJ Lee defends against Paige. This feud has been going on for a while now, and I'm thinking this will be the end of the feud. Based off of Raw this week, with Paige costing AJ Lee a match against Alicia Fox, I'm thinking that means AJ Lee will retain the title against Paige. And the title has been going back and forth like a hot potato. I'm thinking AJ Lee wins, and that'll be the end of the feud once and for all, and AJ Lee will move on to the next challenger. So I'll go with AJ Lee to retain here. Speaking of Diva matches, we have Nikki Bella versus Brie Bella. The stipulation is that the loser must be the servant of the winner for 30 days, and if that person does not comply, they will be fired. I'm guessing that's what the storyline is here. Who knows what's going to happen with that. Traditionally, in these type of storylines, the babyface wins and the heel is humiliated, and they have to take orders from the babyface. And that is the logical way to go. And especially coming off of SummerSlam with Brie Bella trying to get her revenge on Nikki, makes sense for Brie to win, and then Nikki is embarrassed and she has to do all the stuff for Brie. That is what makes sense to me. I'm gonna go with Brie Bella to win this match. And I'm sure Nikki Bella will try to get out of it, and there'll be all sorts of shenanigans. There's a lot of different things WWE could do with this angle. We've seen a lot of stuff before where, going back to WCW, you had Eric Bischoff having to take orders from Ric Flair. It'll be something similar to that, like every week. Brie will have a different task for Nikki. They could do something like that. So I'm just thinking here that Brie wins this one. Big Show versus Rusev. WWE has really done a lot with this angle. They had Raw on Monday where Big Show had the American flag set up instead of the Russian flag. and then you had a soldier get into the ring when Rusev was trying to pull it down, and then Rusev knocked out the soldier. WWE really going strong with the foreign heel heat by having Rusev take out a U.S. soldier, and then Big Show coming out all serious, and he's going to get Rusev. But, Rusev is going to continue his dominance, in my opinion. WWE trying to build up Big Show as a credible opponent, and they've done a good job of that, but I think it's safe to say Rusev will be going undefeated for a long time until he finally reaches your John Cena or your Roman Reigns or whatever. So to me, easy choice here with Rusev, unless WWE goes with another screw job to keep the feud going one more month. We saw that happen with Swagger. But to me, the best finish here is for Rusev to decisively beat the Big Show. There's no need to drag this feud out, in my opinion. Next up, for the United States title, Sheamus defends against The Miz. So the build-up to this match is on Raw, you have Sheamus lose, but not to The Miz, but rather The Miz's stunt double, Damien Mizdow. That's how you build up the match. That's how you build up The Miz as a challenger for the title. It's completely goofy and over the top. I mean, I did find it entertaining, and The Miz celebrating that he beat Sheamus. I mean, yeah, it was entertaining, but, it doesn't really add any credibility to this match or make me excited to see this match. It's basically making the U.S. title and the championship match a comedy match. I mean, that's what it is here. Nobody takes The Miz seriously. So, in my opinion, I think Sheamus gets the win here and retains the title. Having The Miz win the title, to me, would be very counterproductive. Wouldn't do anything for the U.S. title. Not that the title means much at this point, but still, I think it's best for Sheamus to get the win here and stay champion. Now, moving on to our double main event, and everybody's asking which match will go on last here. I think that it would be a wise decision for Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins to close the show. I've heard a lot of buzz online, people talking about how the fans at the show should boo John Cena and Randy Orton out of the building, similar to the Royal Rumble. And if Cena versus Orton goes on last, I could definitely see some sort of backlash from fans. So I think it's definitely a good idea to not have Cena and Orton close the show. And I think for most fans, Ambrose and Rollins is the match that people are most anticipating. We've already seen Cena versus Orton time in and time out. We've seen them in Hell in a Cell before. Let the show end with the two rising stars. That's just my opinion on it. Now, regarding Cena versus Orton, WWE has done this new angle here where the winner gets the next title shot at Brock Lesnar, which I'm assuming now will be Survivor Series. And, Survivor Series is going to be in St. Louis, which is Randy Orton's hometown. So logic would tell you right there that Randy Orton wins this match, turns babyface, and goes on to face Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. That is how I would book it personally. But with WWE, you just don't know. They really go all out to protect John Cena at all costs. So I'm not sure how WWE will do this match so Randy Orton can win, but John Cena is able to save face. It's very intriguing how they're going to go about this. And as far as predicting a winner, I really don't know. I mean, John Cena could win, and then we'll get that final Cena versus Lesnar match. But to me, with Survivor Series in Randy Orton's hometown and all the talk about Orton turning face and Orton versus Lesnar, a fresh match that we haven't seen before, I mean, I think that Randy Orton is the right choice here to go over and challenge Brock Lesnar for the title. And based off of Raw, they had Randy Orton give Paul Heyman the RKO. So to me, that indicates that WWE is going in the direction of Orton versus Lesnar. Because why would you do that if you weren't planning for Brock Lesnar to want to get his hands on Randy Orton because of what Orton did to Paul Heyman? Only makes sense for Orton versus Lesnar. So as much as I do not want to bet against John Cena, I mean, I really don't, but I'm going to go with Randy Orton to win here. I would like to see Randy Orton win, and I feel that he should win here and go on to face Brock Lesnar at Hell in a Cell. And hopefully WWE has something good planned for this match because, like I said, they've done this match so many times in the past, and I know a lot of fans are tired of it. So what can they do to step things up and take it to the next level with these guys? What can you do that hasn't been done already? So I'm very intrigued about this match and hoping that they can deliver. And finally, we have the main event, Ambrose versus Rollins. Should be an excellent match. And like I said at the beginning of the video, these guys should be given a good amount of time. This should be a 20, 30-minute match. Let these guys just go all out. And based off of Raw, I have high hopes for this match. I know it's a different environment. WWE's PG now. Most of the Hell in a Cell matches during the PG era have been disappointing, but I think this one will deliver. I think with Ambrose and Rollins, they are going to want to go all out and steal the show as much as they can. This should be a really strong match. This should be a match that defines the careers of both guys. I have high expectations for this one. Should be the best match on the show and should be a match where both guys come out of it stronger than they were going in. That's what I'm hoping, at least. As far as the winner of this match, I have to go with Dean Ambrose. You look at Raw. Raw ended with Seth Rollins dominating, and he was posing on top of the cell. To me, this is the final match of the feud. Dean Ambrose should go over here. Seth Rollins has Money in the Bank. He'll be fine. Ambrose needs this match to really seal his fate as a top guy in WWE and let him get the win, have the good guy prevail over the bad guy to conclude the feud. My pick for this match, Dean Ambrose. So there you have it, my predictions for WWE Hell in a Cell this Sunday. Like I said at the beginning, check out NoDQ.com for the latest news, rumors, and of course, live play-by-play coverage this Sunday of Hell in a Cell. See you then.